Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm like just awkwardly hanging out with this box in my hand, but today we have some new goodies in from Sweetie and mostly chrome. So I thought we'd do a chrome swatching video because I did just get some new chromes in. I also have some chromes that I ordered in my last order from them, which I haven't swatched yet. So I've prepped some tips so we can swatch them together, which is fun. I love doing that. I love swatching chromes, especially the way I've done them on black, clear, and white, because you can see the crazy difference that a base can make. So we've got this brand here, Epoke, and this is actually an Izemi brand. Now, if you didn't know, lots of brands will do like sub brands where they'll offer slightly different variety under slightly different branding. So we've got some stuff in from them. So this is a non-wipe top gel and the viscosity is high. So I've seen them use this and apply it like a builder top coat, but I've also seen them create a bit of like a rippling texture with this gel before applying chrome. I've also gotten 3 Epoke chromes. So we have 008, which I know is a silver hollow. We have 004, which looks like it's got a green reflex. So my guess is that it would have a pink kind of off reflect to it. And then we have 007, which I can't tell. It looks like it might be a little bit of like a pearly, hard to tell though. In addition to those inside my little box, I also got 3 ephal bits, which I wanted to mention because I've now tried them all and I really, really like them. I've been pretty loyal to the ephal bit brand that I was using before. So I don't branch out too much because I don't know what's gonna be good quality. Ephal bits are expensive. You don't want to waste any money, but these ones are really nice. The brand is called Kala and they are new to Sweetie Nail Supply. So first up, we have this extra coarse volcano bit. I found it to be quite good at removing chunkier stuff, builder, that kind of thing. It is both hands. Lots of ephal bits are for left hand and for right hand, and they have specifics, but this one goes for both hands, which is nice. You don't have to worry about that. It removes everything really smoothly, really quickly. We love that. And then we have this guy, which is a lot more fine, and this one's actually used for like refining gel. So I guess you could use it for acrylic as well, but if you do some builder gel and you want to refine it a little bit, this is really nice for that. And then we have this little teeny tiny guy, and this is for removing charms. You can see how small it is. So the great thing about this is it can really get under the sides of a charm and kind of break the seal of the gel, and then you're able to use like nippers or pliers or whatever and nip off the charm. But because it's so micro thin, it can really get in there, and it is a little bit coarse, so it really works through gel fast. I've been using the same like kind of ceramic bits for part removals for years. So trying this out the other day was very nice. It was very efficient. And back to chrome. So I mentioned that I already had some chromes that I had ordered. So I got some of the Blanc chromes. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I posted a little impromptu on my office floor at home video. But this one looks like it's got kind of like a golden red reflect. This one looks like it's got a pink reflect. And this one looks as though it has a blue reflect, but we will see because I don't actually know. I feel like sometimes they look different than they actually are in real life. So why don't we get into giving those a swatch right away. We'll open up this gel and we'll apply it to the tips and then we'll start swatching. Okay, so let's open up this little box of gel. Ooh, cute little lid. Okay, non-wipe top gel, viscosity high. It's got a little like pop lid, which is cute. It's got a seal on this, we've got to remove that first. I'm never very good at opening these things. Definitely a thick viscosity. That's quite thick. That's not moving that much as I'm tipping it around. Let's pop this little lid back on. It's really not that much gel. I wish it said on the container how many grams. Oh, 5 grams. Yeah, so that's a tiny amount. So I'm going to use this sparingly because I don't want to run out of it already. Oh yeah. She's thick. It's like not self-leveling super quick either. So I guess that's why it makes it good for like how I was telling you that they did like a little bit of like a textured chrome situation. It would be good for doing like 3D line work, like where I usually use Crazy Top Thick. It'd be good for that. But let's swatch it on here and see how that goes. Oh yeah, this is definitely very thick. My room is quite warm too. So painting it on like this is just, it's very thick. Just feeling how thick this is, my personal preference would really be, I think, just to use it for like detail work, like doing the line work, doing dewdrops, doing 3D clear stuff, because it would be great for that. But just painting it on like this, it's a little bit too tuggy for my my liking. But I can understand how if you were using it like a builder gel style and you could float a bead down, it would work out well. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a little bit slow to self-level as well, because we could see how slow it was self-leveling in the pot. So I'm gonna leave that there. And I think that'll be something we can try later on, doing some 3D detail work, but I don't wanna paint the rest of these with that. It's just feeling a bit too thick for that, for my liking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly paint these with a thinner non-wipe top coat, and then we'll get to swatching. Okay, so let's start things off with the Epoke chromes. I think we should start with 008. This is the silver holochrome, which is exciting. We're actually gonna swatch that on the first one, so this will be on top of the Epoke gel. None of the Epokes came with a little foam applicator, but I stole them out of the Blanc ones because I only have makeup sponges right now. I don't have these little eyeshadow guys. So all things considered, for chrome, we get a decently full jar. I know sometimes that's a touchy subject when it comes to chrome jar fullness. Okay. Let's see. It's taking a bit of work to apply this chrome actually on the Epoke gel. Like, it is applying in some spots, but on the clear area there, it's not going on like fully opaque. Interesting. I will say I've used this chrome actually on a set on one of my clients already, because I'm cheeky, and it worked perfectly. Maybe this is the kind that you have to wipe it with alcohol first. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe this down. Some of that chrome has stayed behind, but not much of it. Okay, so let's try that again. If not, I'll try because I want you to see the chrome too. I'll try that on another swatch. Okay, there we go. That works much better. Okay, so the trick with that one is you definitely have to wipe it with alcohol. You know, some chrome coats can be a little bit difficult. Takes a bit of like finessing to figure out what the non-wipe prefers. And that one definitely prefers to be wiped off. This hollowed chrome is so hollow, like it's so rainbow. It's amazing. Okay, love that. Happy we sorted that out. Next, let's try 007, because this is the one I wasn't sure, but I think it might just be a pearl chrome. Looks like it, which is actually good because I've been running out of my usual pearl chrome. Ooh, this is beautiful. It's like very pearly. It like gives more than like the glazed donut effect, if you know what I mean. It's like a little bit less sheer and more like full-on pearl, but it still could be layered over colors, because you can see it layered over that black. It just makes it a lot more like charcoal-y. This is beautiful. It applies really smoothly too, which is nice. Yeah, that's super, super pretty. And then let's do 004. This one has like an icy blue reflect to it, and it looks like it'll tint the base maybe a bit pinkish. Ooh, yeah. That's exactly what that does. That's so pretty. So when you're swatching chromes that are like colored chromes, you have to keep in mind, like, there's always going to be the chrome reflect, like which color catches in the light, and then the opposite of that color for the, what I call the off reflect. So think of like the opposite side of like the color wheel, basically. I think a great example is actually a blue chrome, because you can kind of see in this one, it's shifting blue, but if you focus on like the white in the jar, it's actually quite yellow. And that's just the off reflect. It's what color is going to show when you're not catching the chrome in the light. And so you have to keep that in mind, because it's going to tint whatever color you have on the base of the nail. So if you painted all of the nails pink, for example, and you put a blue chrome over top, it's going to become a lot more of a yellowy pink when you're using a blue chrome, because it's going to tint that base. So if you look in the light here, it's definitely quite like icy. But if you look at like the white here, it's like super pink. It's really, really cute. And I love doing this where it's white, clear, and black on my swatches, because then it really shows an example of what a difference the white is versus the black. And then you can show that to clients to be like, if we do a dark color, this is more what it would look like. If we do a light color, this is more what it would look like. Okay, now let's move on to the Blanc. This is like the purpley reflect one. It's a W21. I love noticing the different textures too amongst the chromes, because they can feel quite different. Ooh, this is very pretty. It's like very reflective. So The black is completely changing to purple, which is super cool, and it kind of gives like more of a chameleon vibe. And again, like I was saying with the color off reflect, you can see how it changes. But up here in catching the light, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to make it out, but I can see a red reflect as well. So I've got the purple from the chrome, but there's also a red reflect, which means it's like a duochrome situation. It's like very like alien chameleon type of stitch. And next we have W70, which is the blue reflect. I always tap the top to like help settle down into the chrome so it doesn't all fall out when I open it. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. I love a blue chrome. I think they're so good. One of my clients, so she was a client and then turned nail tech. She took courses and now she does her mom's and her sister's nails. But I saw her at the Sweetie Nail Supply pop up and she had the most gorgeous nails. They were like a green, mossy green cat eye with a blue chrome over top. And that inspired me to get this blue chrome because I was like, they were so good. But yeah, it's super vibrant. It's super beautiful. And lastly, we have W41. All of these products will be linked down below as well. I am a brand ambassador for Sweetie Nail Supply, so you can use code Rebecca for 10% off. Get all your chromes for cheaper. Ooh, okay, I love that. This reminds me of the chrome that I used for this like airbrush aura chrome set that I did that went viral. I think it was like this, basically this chrome, and it was so beautiful and magnificent and so magical. Stunning. Okay, so let's top coat these because I do find that some chromes aren't as shiny as they get. Like some chromes you'll apply and that'll be like the most shiny that they're gonna be, and then you top coat and it looks relatively similar. But I find some chromes can be a little bit more dull until you top coat. So let's top coat them and we'll see how they look in their final form. Okay, here we have it. Here is the finished swatches. They are so pretty. Which one is your favorite? If I had to pick a favorite for me, I don't know. I really like the blue. I'm partial to blue nail things, so I feel like that's a bias, but the blue's really good. The curly one is so satiny looking. It's so beautiful. So I'm also a big fan of that. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments down below, and I will catch you in the next video.